Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bino Smart. So if you are new to my channel, I do design graphics here and I do teach UI UX. So I have a banner here, an ad banner that I'm going to be using that I'm going to be designing in Figma. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I'm dropping a new video, you'll be notified. So this ad banner is very simple and straightforward, and I'm going to be using Figma for the design. So without further ado, let us just get on with the design. All right, welcome. So this is where we are going to be doing. We are going to be selecting a frame. I selected an Instagram frame. So I'll change the color. I'll change the name to Aquila Ad Banner. Okay, once that is out of the way, the next thing for me to do is to change the color, the background color of this frame. So I change it to blue. That is the hex code right there. So right now I'll be adding a logo. I already have a logo and I'll position it the um in the right spot. Now I'll add a something like a slogan or a tagline for my logo. And this tagline is going to have our primary color. So our primary color for this design is going to be yellow, a light yellow, very light yellow. So the slogan is going to be Premier Retail Platform. Then I'll select everything, change the color to our primary color, make it bold. Then the font size also, I'll change the font size from 24, I'll just make it 20, and I'll move it to position very well. Then change the primary color to this, which is yellow. So let me zoom in so that you can see very well. I'll select everything, then add auto layout. To add auto layout, you are going to be using Shift A. Then the distance between them, I'm going to make it 10. All right, that is out of the way. Position it vertically center. Now, what we need to do is to add another text. So this text is going to be our subheading, and I'm going to say looking for accurate price and shopping guide, which is a question statement, just like so. Right. So what I'm going to be doing now is to change the color, position it, then change the font size first to 32. Now I'll change the color to this hexadecimal code, which is 03ECFB. And I'll duplicate it to add the main heading. So I'm going to say something like Aquila helps you decide on what to buy and when to buy it and when. I'll just add period there or full stop. So instead of me doing it this way, this is a mistake. So I'm going to be correcting it. So instead of doing it that way, I'll just do page break. I'll just break it to the next line so that whenever I'm expanding, um, so I'll change this now to 64. The size is 64. No space between, no letter spacing. And I'll change the color to just pure white. All right. Now that that is out of the way, the next thing I need to do is to add a CTA, a call to action button. You know, all ad banners that you see, they always have a call to action for a user to know that they are supposed to click on a particular spot. Not that we are going to be adding hotspots, the whole banner is going to be clickable if you are using it, but it is still needed. It gives that sense of action to people that are seeing the ad. So I'll add a corner radius. So the corner radius is 10 pixel. So I'll position it just like that. Then change the color to our primary color, which is yellow. Um, that being said, the next thing for us to do now is to add a text inside this CTA or call to action. So I'm going to write something like get started for free. Now the next thing is to change the font size, and I'll position it vertical and horizontally center. All right. Now what I need is to add another I need to add a space where we can position or add pictures, because what is an ad without a picture? You need pictures to attract your audience. So this frame is going to be 944 by 370 pixel, and just I'll add fill color so that we'll know what we are working on. Then I'll change the color to 021164 hexadecimal code. That being said, now the next thing is okay. I'll change the corner radius to 30. So the corner radius is 30, but I'm going to make sure the bottom radius is not there. So I'll change it now, 30. Now I'll remove the bottom radius, both left and right. Just change it to 0. You can see that now. All right. So I need to add a text inside here. I'm going to say something like our website consists of product reviews, price guide, and shopping guide articles, just like that. This is supposed to be regular and not bold. That's the font weight. Then the font size is going to be 24. So I'm going to align it center. So as I'm writing, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. You can share also to your friends. This will notify the YouTube algorithm that this is a good content and will recommend it to other people that are willing to learn something like this. Alright, I'll change that then. So I'll just squeeze it to fit, then centralize it. Now the next thing for me to do is to add frames that is going to hold picture. The frame that is going to hold a picture. This is going to be perfect square. It's going to be 180 by 180. 180 by 180. The width is 180. The height is 180. Then I'll have something like a button or a badge below it. So the badge Just select a frame there, and I will draw the badge. The badge is going to be 180 by 31 pixel. The width is 180, the height is 31. Okay, so the corner radius is going to be 5, both for the badge and the main frame. Corner radius is 5, just like that. And I select the 2. Just make sure the space between is 10. And I added corner radius. I added auto layout. So shift A, you must select the both frame, then shift A to add auto layout. Then I'm going to be changing this to components. All right. So the main reason is that whenever I'm making a change to the original or the main component, the instances will be changing also. So I don't really need to be changing and changing other instances. Once I make the change, I'll push the changes to the instances of that particular component. Now I'm going to expand it so that it will span through my container and white spaces will not be there. All right. So right now I need to change this to image instead of just color. But before that, I need to write a text here, which is going to say coupons. As you can see, as I'm typing, it is reflecting in other components also. So I'll just add it that way, centralize it both horizontally and vertically. So I'll change the text to bold and the font size is 20, centralize vertically and horizontally. So the next one is going to be best deals instead of coupons. So this one is going to be working guides. Oh, sorry, amazing guides, working guides or amazing guides. I think personally I should change these amazing guides to something else, but I'm going to be coming back to that. I'll decide what to add there later. So here I'll be selecting my very first image. I'll add my very first image. All right, as you can see, as I added the image, it reflected in all the instances. Next, I'll be filling with another color entirely. So I'll move that color below the image. The image is a PNG image, which means it has no background. So I change that particular color to a primary color. Then the badge below it, I change the color also to a primary color, and it's reflected all over the instances. So this second one, I need to change the image also to and another image entirely. I'm going to add this headphone image, then just change it to crop, from fill to crop, so that I can position it the right way. Make sure you hold down shift as you are cropping so that the dimension will not be distorted. Now I need to change the color to this blue color, and the badge below also need to change that color. Now, as for the third one, I need to change the image as well. So I'll be changing this image to an image of a product, let's say a laptop, just this one. Then what I'm going to do now is to remove it from fill to crop, then hold down shift and crop it to fit the width of the frame, of the parent frame. All right, just like that. Then the badge, I'm going to change it from amazing guides to product reviews, because the website covers product reviews. All right, now that we are done with that, the next thing for us to do is to add a star. So I'll select a star from the toolbar, then I'll just draw a star on the screen. Now I'll position it the right way and give it the color of the frame that the star is closer to, just like that. So I'll duplicate. Oh, what really happened here is that I made a mistake of I wanted to duplicate the frame, but I was duplicating the color, which I'm going to figure out very soon. I wanted to duplicate again and I duplicated the colors. Now I have to remove those colors just like that. Now before I can now position my star the right way. Now I've duplicated the star. I'll change this the size of that star to 30 by 30. I selected both of them, then add 30 by 30 size. All right, I'll have to change the color of this one to blue, which is the frame that the star is closer to. Now I'll duplicate the star once more and move it closer to the third frame, to the third image. All right, then change the color of that particular of that star to the. Now I need to change the color of this one so that I will not have yellow everywhere. So I'll change it to green, just like that. Then the frame also, I'll change the background color to green, just this very light green. Also, the star that is closer to it, I'll change it to that very light screen. Okay. All right, I have a plugin called Iconify. So I'll be looking for some icons. I need some icons to use in the project. So the very first one is certificate. This is going to be more like a trust badge. So I'll select this one. Now the next thing I need is crown. I need a crown. I'll search for crown. The spelling that spelling is not correct. Now I'm going to be using this three. I'm going to be using this crown with three dots at the tip. Now I'll rotate it, then reduce the size. Now I'll move it to where I want to place it, just like that. Now the next thing for me to do is to change the color to pure white. Reduce it more. Now I'll be reducing the size of the trust badge also. I'll move it to the frame. So next thing for me to do is to change the color to our primary color, which is yellow. Then add the text inside. So I'll be saying something like trusted by 50k shoppers. Move it up. Trusted by 50k shoppers. 50k plus shoppers. And this I'm going to expand it to 50. I changed the font size to 50. Now I'll duplicate this one, then rename it to shoppers. I'll select the three and add auto layout. Don't forget shift A to add auto layout. So I need to change the font size of this. But first, let me centralize it. I'll just change the font size to something smaller. Then the shoppers also will follow suit, change the font size to something smaller, and that is it. So you can now export this image. You can export it to your desired quality, and this is the normal size for an Instagram post. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification icon. Thank you for watching.